Okay, so it looks like everything is pretty much good to go. I did a little bit of a renovation in here. Check this out. It's been quite a bit of time since the last clip, so I'm not exactly sure what I said I was going to do, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with this place. I think I wanted to get this stuff kind of automated, but one of the things, okay, check it out. One of the things I did that I want to get in here is I made the list of parts and everything that I want to have in this cargo container, so it's going to be looking like a dish. Bam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the description, but instead of having these colon and then the numbers, this is kind of an overpowered amount of stuff. So if you want to kind of have a more subsidized, kind of smaller number of stuff, what I did was, rather than having this, each one of them looks like that. So you just kind of set the number to whatever you want it to be in the actual thing, and you can see there's a lot of different items here with different numbers corresponding to how many of each I want to have in here. So for example, steel plates, 30,000, small tubes, 2,500, motors, 2,500, bulletproof glass, 2,500, 10,000 thrust components, plenty of gravity generators, a couple medicals, couple of explosives, a couple of solars. Not a whole lot of stuff for the things that you're not going to use as much, so I tried to kind of get those numbers as close to useful as I can. And if you couldn't tell, I also added shielding. So I added a bunch of shields. However, I basically hid... Oh, look at this. There's like 6 of them that aren't even made up. I'll have to look for those. But you can see I hid everything except for one of them and just named the other one this, colon. And it'll just pop up with the number, which is really nice. So all you need to do is just select a random... Just select one of the shields, and it will display all the shielding that you have. Let's find out which 6 there are. Where the heck would they be? It'd have to be 6 of them that are hidden somewhere. I wonder if I can display them. Show them on HUD, shall we? Show this one on HUD. Will it show up somewhere? Huh. I can only imagine where it would be. Well, maybe I'll find it eventually. Could be like hidden up inside here. Huh. But yeah, you can see I did a little bit of a renovation. Hold on a second. I think there's actually a tip. No, okay. What was the number? Where was this thingy? Ah, here it is. There it is, okay. So it's this thing, I think. Yes, there it is. Okay, so this is going to go in here like so. Let's grab this color with Shift P. And we'll put this corner in right here. Perfect. All right, let's get that welded in. Nice. So now we have a good corner kind of chilling there. And the cool thing is now, that's the back of the ship technically, because the welder is really more useful, I'd say. So yeah, now we have a connector that's going to pull, or basically connect us to the conveyor system so that we can have... What happened to the name of this guy? Maybe I didn't name the actual ship. This is the D... This is the... What is this? No, this is the grinder welder... what was it called? Grinder welder something. Crap, I forget what it was. GW. Crap. Something. We'll call it GW something for now. But anyway, so you can see here I've actually kind of been working on a little sensor system. And check that out. I'll show you how this sensor works. But basically, you can see the blast door is kind of hooked up to that sensor. So basically, the sensor is going to have an extent of left 14 meters, which just gets it... Oh, geez. Lag spike. The left of the sensor is wherever the sensor is facing forward this way. So this is its left over here. So left is 14 meters. That's about where it is. Since this is off center, it's actually 16 meters to its right. So that's why you see 14 and 16. Then the bottom, I'm going to have 15 meters down. So that's just perfect to the bottom. And then top extent, don't need it. And then bottom extent, back extent is 15 meters back. So out that way towards space. And then, front extent is just 1 meter. I think it's 1.4 actually. If you control click on this, you'll see exactly how much I put. And it's 1.4. That's exactly the perfect number for me personally, so I can get nice and close to the door, and you can see it just opens for me, which is really, really sweet. But now we can actually have a little impact, and you see the blue kind of come up there. Boop. Here, watch. See that? The blue? So it actually saves us if we have a small impact. And we'll take a look at our shielding here. Still looking pretty good. That's the only real protection that this is looking for, is just small impacts. Our fighter that we're about to build is definitely going to have better protection than just small impact protection. So anyway, after this freeze, let's go ahead and dock this guy in and see if he will actually fill up with all these different materials. What we're going to need to do, you can see it opens for us automatically. Super cool. What we're going to need to do is finish welding these. I don't know if this is weldable. What are we missing? Oops. Yeah, we'll just leave the door open for now. We needed some small tubes. That's fine. Okay. Looks like they're both oriented the correct way. Whoa! That thruster was hurting. So let's go ahead and dock ourselves in. Let's go ahead and go in here. Looks like that door is closing just perfectly. All right. So let's dock in here. Come on, baby. Whoop. Looks like whenever we thrust against something, it gives it a little damage. So that's good. It's protecting us against thruster damage, too. So now, our little cargo should start to fill up with more things. Construction, it should go up to 3,000 construction components. What we're going to have to do is manually queue these, I think. Unless there's a way to actually get it working where you don't have to do that. But basically, I'm just going to I'm going to queue up really quickly. I'll just cut through, but I'm going to queue up just a crap ton of all of the different things. And then most of them are going to go into this cargo container that I've kind of told to be cargo component. Oh, I have to weld it first. Okay, good to know. Let's weld it. Where is it? I know, I'm hurting you. I know. Where is it? Here he is, right over here. Can he get fully welded? What are we missing out of here? Couple of things. Interiors, maybe? No. Glass. Motors. We're good on motors. Good on computers. Maybe some tubes? Yeah, that's what it was. Sweet. So now we'll go ahead and dock ourselves back in. All right. Just nice and easily like that. Bam. And so basically the way this works, you can see the name is actually slightly different. It is cargo P1, so priority 1, and then colon, and then all of these strings of things. And what that's going to do is cause this to be the priority 1 cargo for everything that's going into that cargo. So this is the, let's see, what orientation are we in? This is the priority 2 cargo. Technically, anything that doesn't have a priority marker on it is considered lower priority. So these components that are going out of this assembler are actually going to be first fed into that ship, and then they're going to get fed into the rest. So it looks like, I wonder if we have to tell this to have the second priority. Let's go ahead and say P2 component. So now once these components have been satisfied, we will see, let's see if these actually got construction components. It's only 1,000. This is weird. All right, I might have to take a look at this. But yeah, basically the idea would be that, you know, cargo components, all the components would kind of get stored into here automatically. And then as this ship would dock in, all the components would come out of this and go into there. So that's going to be the goal eventually. I'll have to do a little tweaking with it, so don't take my word for it yet. I'm going to continue to do tweaking because, of course, these should be going through. I wonder if because this says ingot, conveyor system off. I wonder now if it will go through and do that. Well, let's see something really quickly here. If we undock this, okay, so that is not docked in, and we tell this to be just normal component priority, okay? So this all should be draining out of the XL assembler. It should be draining. I wonder why it isn't. I'll have to take a look. Could just be a simple ownership thing, actually. Let's see. Everything transferred to me, because it all is owned by me. All right, is it working now? Well, we'll take a look at that later. For now, we're going to go ahead and make our fighter ship. So we're going to go ahead and build him right here. We're going to go ahead and move the miner ship down below. Let's just go ahead and double tap V. And now you should see the door open again once we get in range. Perfect. It's perfect, too, because by the time we're down here off of that top thing, by the time we get down there, it's pretty much halfway open, so we can get right on it. All right, let's get ourselves lodged in here. Oi! Ah! Hitting the base a little bit with our thrusters. It's kind of makeshift, I know. There we go, perfect. And we will dock ourselves into that. No probs. All right, that one is not docked in, but we're going to keep it that way. We're just going to go back up through... Where the heck am I going? I'm upside down. Up here. Okay, perfect. So let's build a fighter. Let's see. Okay, so I have an idea, and it's kind of based off of that fighter that we saw. Maybe it was last episode. I think it was last episode, episode 3. But it's kind of based off of that fighter, and basically we're going to have kind of this, and I'm going to kind of cut through this a little bit. Oh, crap. We're not going to weld anything up, unless this won't bind. Yeah, it still binds. That's good. We're not going to weld anything up until later on. Basically, it's going to be based off of that thing where you had kind of rotors that allowed his wings to be kind of diagonal, like that, off of the ship, which usually would be a lot tougher doing that with like slant blocks and stuff. Probably wouldn't look as clean. So what we're going to try to do is something similar to that, which means we're going to need a rotor. And we're going to get advanced rotor, okay? It's actually a mod, the advanced rotor. And it looks like that. I wonder if the rotor is any smaller on the... I wonder if you can get a smaller one. Oh, yes. Okay, you can get a tiny one, which is much nicer. So we'll do that. And basically, we're going to kind of come off of that at some point to do rotorness, okay? So firstly, we're going to get ourselves just a little base platform for this guy. Whoop. Okay. We're not going to weld any of this. We're going to use the welder ship to do it. We're going to go ahead. I guess we'll use the welder ship as soon as we get to the rotors piece, because we're going to need to do that. But yeah, we're also going to try to fit in some carbon if we can. I don't think we have any pieces to do that right now, but we're going to try. So let's go ahead and get this this cockpit in here. I don't know if it's going to be best to put it there. We'll put it forward a little bit. And then we got to get the glass on top of this. This is another modded cockpit. And you can see there, the glass actually animates off of the cockpit so that you can get in. It's pretty cool. But the next thing we're going to do is basically build this entire ship around this sort of shield generator idea. We want to be building these ships around the shield generators. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually take out... We're gonna get some takeout. You guys want some takeout? McDonald's, Freddie Wong's, Chi Wen Voicey. Okay, let's get. Looks like we have to disable our connector. Oh crap! We have to go upwards. All right, let's get out here. I think we're upside down right now. What's happening? There we go. Oh. Okay, and let's come out. We'll come up here, and we're going to weld up what we have so far. Oh, we are not in the welder. Okay, good to know. Good thing we checked. Let's weld all this. Whoa! Talk about lag spikes, huh? Okay, I believe I just grabbed that with my ship. Why is that a thing? What? What is happening right now? That is so weird. All right. Can we get in here really quickly? No, because there's no power. Why did that do that thing? Can I shut this off? What? Dude, is it a part of this ship now? What in the world? Okay, that's so cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and just continue here and pretend like that's not bound. I just needed to weld so that I could see what kind of connector we're looking at for the back here. So we need a converter. We're going to come out of that into the small ship stuff. We'll go out this way, like that. And then we're just going to kind of follow it. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll kind of come down like this. It's not going to be the hugest small ship, but it's going to be longer. Don't be doing that. Whatever, we'll leave it there for now. And then we want to come back up like this. Probably there is a good spot. I'm thinking that's probably good. And then we'll come back this way. And, well, we're pretty close to welding that. Let's just weld it. Oh, that's nice. We just get in and welds everything. That's so good. Okay. So you can see the shape is kind of already coming together. I like it. I like it. Okay. We're going to make a tail here. I'm going to do a little cut really quick and just kind of get some more work done on this. Just so I can get a little bit more progress. And then we'll continue. See what else we can make here. Okay, people. So I have another little addition that I want to look at here. I want to see if this will actually work. So I'm going to weld. I think it worked. Oh my goodness. Look at these things. They're so cool. Now, I don't know exactly how cool it's going to be for that to actually stay there, but I just thought it would be cool to look at really quickly. I'll weld these up by hand. I got enough steel. We're probably not going to keep these ones exactly, but these are from the retractable wings mod. Okay, I'm going to get trapped in there if I go. Let's come back out this way. It looks like they don't have any texture because they're not DX11, so that's why I'm not going to use them unless, let me check. If I switch colors here to, like, say yellow. Yeah. See, I can switch the color of these, but I can't switch the color of that. So that's it's not going to be used, but I want to see really quickly. I'm just going to get a battery on there. And I want to see. These are all like the retractable wings. I thought they were pretty cool looking. Let me get a battery on. Put a battery. Weld that up. Weld it. Okay. So this thing should have power. So I should be able to go like this. Haha, yes, the cockpit's working. Retractable wings. Close these. Oh my gosh. So that's the retractable piece to it. Oh, dude, that might actually be cool. Dude, they're retractable! Look at them! Hold on, wait. Dude. Open them. I guess that's closed, and then the other one would be open. Dude, that is so sick. I hope somebody ports this to DirectX 11, because that's what I'm running right now. But anyway, just thought that would be cool to look at. We're going to continue here. Whoa! Hoi! La, la, la. Okay, we're going to continue looking here. We probably don't want this back section. Yeah, so give me another bit of time. I'm going to keep looking through and seeing kind of what we can do with this back end here. Okay, we've made some serious progress this time. I've kind of replaced the wings from being in the back to being in the front because I want in the front of this cockpit here to actually kind of extend further out and have arms almost that are similar to... Wow, we're getting some serious lag spikes. Is there another pirate spawning in? Ooh. No, just the two. But yeah, we're going to actually have these arms that kind of come down at an angle. But so I decided to put some weird wings... just kind of see how they looked. I'm not really sure exactly. Oh, also, we're not bound to this thing anymore. I'm not sure what that bug was, but it was pretty funny. Alrighty, let's get everything kind of welded up here. Looks like that's it. The range on these things is pretty good, so for a small ship, it's going to pretty much hit everything. This looks cool. This definitely looks cool. We're going to see if these pistons actually do what we want them to. And it should work just fine. See, these pistons are actually in a different... Let's see. If we get into here, everything's white, isn't it? Oh, wait. We don't have a battery. Crap. Let's get a battery in there. This battery should have a pretty fast time to kind of, whatever it's called, charge up and also decharge itself. Check this out, though. We put the actual shielding module in there. We're going to get a couple of more shield blocks in there. We really want to be overkilling it on the shields. I'm serious. We want to be making sure that we have plenty of shielding. So we'll probably go all the way around like this. And then we'll go ahead and weld that up really quickly. Okay, looks like everything is welded that we can weld. Anything not full? Yeah, looks like it's all good to go. These batteries, do they probably need a couple of things? Power cells. Do we not have power cells in that ship? I thought for sure we'd have power cells in there. Oh, no, because you don't get them back when you kill a battery. All right, so let's get a bunch of power cells in there. Ooh, gimme. Okay, let's put the power cells in the ship. Like a so. Bam. And weld those in. Beautiful. Okay, so good to go. This actually should have some power in there. No. Okay. So it does need to be charged up, which means that we'll need one of these little guys. Actually, let's just get a reactor. Why not? Just put a reactor in there. We got the space. We want to get one of these tiny ones. We want to get one of these little guys. Yeah. Let's get one on either side, shall we? Like this. Maybe not exactly there. Maybe like here. They look nice. Hopefully they're not intrusive. Hopefully we can get some stuff in there. Some uraniums. All right, let's get this guy going. Let's get this little edge piece going. Use one of these for once, huh? Look at this. Come down a little bit like that, and then come over it with one of these. Showing you a little building on camera here. Okay, yeah, I like the look of that. It's much more kind of rounded out, which is kind of the idea for the top here. Let's give that a close, shall we? All right, so it's starting to kind of look like a whale, but once we get the front arms on here, it's going to kind of flatten itself out a little bit, which it's already kind of doing, which is a good thing. I think we're going to take these two out of here, though. We're going to take out these, and we're going to replace them with one of these. This is not the correct slope base. We want... Which one do we want? This one. No, we wanted one of these. It's just the one with... which one is this? Oh... Okay, we lost our thingy. There it is. Good to go. So we'll take this. It's the hardest one to rotate, I tell you. Hardest one to rotate. We'll leave it. We'll just weld it later. And yeah, so let me go ahead and take another cut. Oh, look at these things, by the way. These things connect for conveyors in the back of them. Right in the center here, there's a conveyor behind it, and it comes out as an arm and comes out to a conveyor. So my idea was to have a gun. I guess it's gonna have to go up one first, because these mounted here are gonna be spelling a little bit of trouble, I think. So let's go, especially for moving fast, it's gonna be a little bit tough there. So let's take a conveyor out of it, and we'll go up one, like so. All right, so then we can put this on. Ooh. Then we can put this guy on, because I think it just has the conveyor in the back. Ooh, they look very nice. Look at that. Dude. And that's looking nice. All right, and then we'll kind of take one of these to come back. Come back to life here. Back to normalcy. Where you at? Like this. Like that. It's probably gonna be too beefy. Let's look at just keeping that there. Just having that little edge. Let's see how that looks. I think that might be cool. Let's go ahead and weld up those guns. Oh yeah. Just having the edge there keeps it real, keeps it looking nice. The more I look at this camo type looking deal, I'm not really feeling it. I'm kind of feeling the other wing. This guy. Where is it? This one. I'm almost kind of feeling this over that. Let's do it. Let's do one of these. Where you at? Bam. Let's go backwards with it, because now, look at this. Whoo! Yeah, I think that's good. I think we need that. I think they might not have a texture, though. Oh, this might not have a texture. Let's give it a check, because if it doesn't have a texture, then we can't use it. Let's see. I mean, honestly, dude, even if it doesn't have a texture, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has a texture, does it? Oh, wait, maybe it's just... Oh, it does! Nice. It has texture. Good to go. Okay. So we will continue here. That is too far forward. Good to know. Alrighty, we'll continue here. I'm going to try to get these arms rigged up, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a look-see and see how we're doing on it. Oh, look at that. They have color. Yes! Alright, give me 1 sec. Alright, so I've just welded on these mounts that I think are going to work better than these pistons, at least in the beginning. I still want to use the pistons, but I think that it's going to look a little better. Oh yeah, by the way, I colored up some of this stuff. Kind of gave it like a mohawk or something. Kind of looks cool. But yeah, so I'm going to put this advanced rotor here now. I think. Might actually bring this out one more. Then put the rotor down. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it one more out and then put down the rotor. So let's get ourselves another one of these. And oxygen is low. Oi! Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get ourselves the rotor. We're going to put it down like so. Okay. So then what we're going to do is kind of build ourselves a wing. Where are we going to start with this? It's going to look like it's coming down. So we're going to want to kind of have it go out. And then it's actually just going to go down instead. So it's going to go out a little bit. I think that's right. How come I can put it on there and I can't put it on here? Whoa. Talk about freezes. Alright, let's weld all this stuff up and just see. Can we put something on this now? Yeah, okay. So we just needed to weld that. No problems. Let's go ahead and just start building out this little arm here. I'm thinking it's kind of going to take a weird shape. Something like this, maybe. And continue that shape all the way out to like here. And then it's going to sort of curve back in. It's going to be longer than that. It's going to be bigger than that. I want to kind of design this based somewhat around that drone that we saw. Let's come out like further, like much further. Like that maybe? And then come up with it. This is all off the dome. I have no idea what I'm really doing. Alright, perhaps this will work. If we go like so. And then cut it back very quickly like so. And then that's it. And then it's just a wing. Okay. Now what I would love to see is if we can get ourselves conveyors going through that rotor. I don't think we can do that. So it's going to be better for us to not have that be on a conveyor. It's going to be better for us to have that be connected. See, this is a problem now. Because if we take that block out, we're pretty much screwed. You know what? That stinks. All right, we got to redo the wing just because the rotor's not mounted correctly. So I'm going to take this all down. I'm going to cut out real quick, and I'm going to get these wings in and then weld it up. And we're going to see if we can rotate these things down, because that would be super cool. Huh, look at this guy. It looks like this rotor piece doesn't disappear. All right, then. That's fine, I guess. Let us do that. Sweet. So I'm not exactly sure how much this is going to be the final product, but for now, this is kind of how it looks. Let's give all of these a weld. Immediately I'm noticing that it's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I want it to be a little straighter. I think what I'll do is I'll just take these back parts off. Just take off those ends right there. Yeah, that automatically makes it feel so much nicer. And what I might do with that, actually, is come off of it like this. And then hit the back like so. Bam. So you see kind of a shift, you know? Let's see if I can do this again. Hello? Switch this way. There we go. So where does it go to? It goes one back behind this guy. So right there. And then it goes there. Okay. So then we're going to take this piece off and kind of just round that upwards a little bit. Looks good. All right. I think this actually has potential here. Let's weld this, and then we're going to go into the cockpit, and we're going to give this a little try. So what we need to do is, obviously, oh yeah, this looks sick. Okay, this is looking cool. Let's go ahead and give these blocks a bit of color. Let's go ahead and just give them that bright yellow, right up the middle here. Perfect. Let's give them that bright yellow right up the middle. Perfect. All right. And we're also going to give them yellow here. But that's actually, you know what? No, we're going to make that black. Make that like a nice matte black. Like that. See that? Bam. And that means that we're going to make these black too. Whoa. We're getting a lot of spikes recently. I think it's because I'm running out of memory or something like that. Let's go ahead and grab this color. Let's put it back. And that means that these are going to have some semblance of that color scheme. Which is probably just going to be black. Okay? So black and yellow fighter. It feels good. Let's go ahead and rotate these guys down just to see how they're going to look. So let's go into here. And we'll go into V, and then we're going to just do this really quick. So, how are we going to do this? I've never actually done this before. Let's hide some of these little things that are in here that we don't really need to see. Batteries, don't really need to see. Well, we're going to group those up in a second. We don't need to see those. We need to see the shields. 12,000. That is very good. Okay, so rotor 6, show on HUD. Not going to do it for us. Okay. I want to know which rotor is which, so that I know which one is left and which one's right. So the cockpit and cockpit glass. This is like the cockpit hood. And let's get this cargo container. Cargo. Okay. So in order to get these rotors to rotate the correct way, we're going to know which one is doing what. So first things first, we're going to bring the braking all the way up. And then we're going to bring the velocity. Okay, so that one's that one. So that one is the right one. So we'll go rotor, right side. Okay. And then we're going to go like this, rotor, left side. Okay. So now we're going to have the velocity kind of, whoa. We're going to have it maybe where? To right about there, do you guys think? Like right there? If you right click the velocity, it stops it. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Let's try that here as well. I think what we need to do though is to tell the lower limit. Let's reverse this. Lower limit. -53, -64. So that's not going to go super far here. Okay, that has hit the limit. So if we go less than that, it goes in more. So let's go to like 70. Let's go to 75 degrees and see how that does. Where's that going to rest? That rests right there. I wonder if the lower limit is what's doing it. Ah, it's the lower limit. Okay. Let's go to -30 there. And upper limit is also -30. So no matter what the velocity is, you can see it's not going to actually change it, which is nice. Now what I think we need to do also is go into an attack stance. But that's going to be a little bit harder to do, which is fine. Okay, so that's a -30 lower limit, -30 upper limit. I'm guessing it's going to be the opposite for this one. So 30 lower, 30 upper. Let's go 30 and 30, and we'll see by just by reversing this guy. Reverse, braking torsion, velocity. Let's see. Yes, it looks like it worked. Once it has reached there, it's not going to go anywhere else. So that's it. Oh my gosh, it looks sick. It totally looks awesome. Look at that. Look at that fighter right there. Okay, dude, we totally don't need these wings. I'm telling you, we're going all Star Wars. We're going Star Wars mode right now. Look at this. When you get into this thing, this is totally Star Wars. Woohoo! Okay, let's take these off, and we can actually move ourselves. It looks like this thing is going to be a baller. Okay, so let me do a couple of quick config things just to get everything started. It looks like we do have battery power charging, which is a good thing. I think we want to have these batteries in recharge mode. Okay, so they should be charging up from these generators right here. Perfect. And I think we're going to need to get like a merge block underneath this so that we can plug it into the base. But other than that, I'm going to do a couple more aesthetic things and a couple more, just a few more things just to get this guy ready for battle. And then I guess we'll test them, yeah?